Hello everyone. How are you all doing today? Welcome Crystal Customs and Bulbasaur. Hopefully you all can hear me alright today. As you can tell, today's stream is a bit different. There's different containers out and about. And unfortunately, you'll probably be hearing a lot of the noise today because of where I had to put my microphone. Because my microphone is actually right here for today. But I hope you're all having a great day. Let's get into it. So, I didn't say why I had to delay the stream on my Discord server, but basically, I had a dentist appointment today where they just it was like a routine checkup. They were just checking my teeth and then they cleaned my teeth, and yeah, that was at 1 my time. And then I decided to do a couple of other things, so I had to push the stream back. Yeah, welcome everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. Like the title of the stream says, we are actually doing phase 1 sorting again. That's why all these containers are out here. So we will be disassembling and parting out, well, yeah, disassembling some things, but mainly just parting out sets and things that I have around. If we can get a lot of it done today, that'd be awesome. I'm still trying to decide if I want to go for the typical 3 hours or if I want to go a little bit shorter. So you all will have to let me know. I need to find a good place for my phone to rest though. It's the only issue. The spot that I typically put my phone is right where my microphone is now. So I can't put it there. I guess I'll have to put it off into the corner, which is a bit of a shame. But one other thing is today my drink is not just water. Today I will be drinking Vitamin Water Revive. And if we finish that, I will be drinking Vitamin Water Zero Sugar Triple X, which for the longest time you could only get at Subway. So when I went to Subway, I got that drink every single time, but it is no longer a Subway exclusive. But alright, so let's do this. The first thing we'll be parting out is this Lego set. I don't actually know what theme it's from, but it's one of those Lego space themes. This is like the has the minifigures that wear the white and blue jumpsuits and things, and the main enemies are the bug aliens. So this is the thing we'll be parting out first. The only other issue I've got is I don't really have a place to open this bag and have all the parts laid, just because of how many of these other containers I gotta open. So let me move this closer. Yeah, I hope you're all having a great day today. Let me know what you've been working on or what you will be working on while you hang out with us in today's stream. Yeah. It was really nice to go to the dentist. My teeth feel really good right now because they spent the time cleaning them and stuff. Like the deep clean that I'm not normally able to do, really. So it was really nice to go. I've been going to my family's been going to the same dentist people for years now, so it was nice to be able to chat with them as well. And I had several Technic pins just fall to the floor, so let's see if I can get all of those back. There's a Technic pin, apparently, that I decided to sit on. And there are the other two. Okay, cool. They landed right next to each other. But yeah, I do apologize if my voice sounds a bit different just from being super far away from the microphone. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this blue container be the special parts, which will be probably kind of noisy because of where the microphone is. We'll have the middle be all plates. I've got my tile container off to the side, so that won't be an issue. And then if we have any full bricks, they'll go into this purple container that's just off camera. So this blue one is definitely going to fill up really quickly. Just from the fact that there are so many parts that don't fit the other 3 categories, so they're just considered special. Oh, I just realized something. I don't have a container for slopes. Oh. I guess I'll just make a pile over here for now. If we get through all the stuff we're working on, I'll get up and actually go get a container for slopes. But I don't think there'll be too many. And with that being the case, I should actually just have the phone in this other corner, because I'm gonna be sitting at an angle for most of this stream, so I might as well have the phone in the corner that I'm most easily able to see. Almost just forgot where I put my dish parts. No, that's a slope. And that's also a slope. Now I'm confusing my slopes and my special container with one another. But there we go. The slopes are now actually all next to each other. Got more of these giant launchers though, which is nice. I believe there's 2 of them in this set, so got a few of them. Plus, I got all the minifigures except I think maybe one minifigure and like 1 side build that's supposed to be in the set. But besides that, got everything, which is awesome. This is one of the sets that I was gifted from that relative who gave me like the AT-TE that we built a few streams ago. Yeah, one thing I'm super excited that we're gonna start on this channel is Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga campaign. We're gonna try and 100% that. I'm super excited to start that this Saturday. It's been a while since I played that game. I learned that it does not use your mouse at all for any controls though. It's all keyboard control, which is a bit felt a bit awkward for me to do because it's been a long time since I played any game that doesn't actually use the mouse or anything. Like when you're in the main menu, when you load up the game at the very beginning, then you get a oh, hello phone. Sign up. Oh, and it's just gonna continue. Huh! Wait, Crystal, you weren't subscribed this whole time? Well, thank you for subscribing. Oh, does it need to be refreshed? Oh, dang. Why is... Yeah, okay. Welcome, everyone I haven't said hi to. What the heck? Yeah, my phone didn't refresh. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back, Crystal. Welcome, GM. Welcome, Trandoshan, if you're still here. Welcome, Darkrai, if you're still here. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't understand why, my chat wasn't refreshing. But yeah, that's funny, Crystal. I didn't know you weren't subscribed until now. That's cool, I guess. Yeah, okay, I can see chat now. I can see the chat, which, that was so weird that I couldn't, but yeah. Anyway, talking about Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, we're definitely starting that this Saturday. One thing I need to decide, and it'd actually be a good thing if I asked you all. So, Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga is not a modern game, obviously. So, there's a lot of dead space. A lot of, vertical dead space. If I'm gonna record it. So, should I just leave the dead space there, or should I put, like, overlays on the side that are explaining, like, what we're doing on the stream? It either means I don't do anything and just use the normal overlay that I use for when we play computer games, or I make a new overlay that is a little bit more like descriptive. Yeah, I didn't know you were not subscribed until now, Crystal. Thank you for subscribing. Yes, the stream is live. I don't understand why my My chat wasn't updating, but it is now. Alright, 1 vote for overlays. Alright. Anyone else, chat, have an idea? Yeah, I understand that, GM, yeah. If I were to do an overlay, it'd be very similar to the other overlays I have that are very simplistic and very, like, hopefully non-distracting. Read what you said. What did you say? Oh, you've been working on a script for some YouTube videos? Nice. Oh, you're supposed to get braces, Crystal? Oh. I feel bad for you. I've never had to have braces. I forgot to ask. I was going to ask the dentist lady today. So I don't actually remember. Does anyone in chat know what overbite means? Hey, what's up, Robonut? Welcome to the stream. Anyone know what overbite means? Because I think that's what I have. My jaw naturally puts my upper jaw over my lower jaw when I close my mouth. Does that mean I have an overbite? If so, it hasn't done too much to me. Like, it hasn't been too much of a problem. Yeah, Bulbasaur, that would make sense. Yoda was the only one of that species to be at the temple. On Coruscant. Yeah, welcome, Robonut. How's your newest mock coming along? How's that going? Yeah, Yaddle was before Ahsoka's time. I am pretty sure. So I'm pretty sure by the time Ahsoka was brought to the Jedi Temple by Plo Koon, Yaddle was gone. In Legends, we know she died, but in canon, I don't think we know if she died or not. Just like with Eth Koth. Apparently, Eth Koth left the Jedi Order before Order 66 happened. And so later on, Darth Vader was tasked to hunt down Eth Koth. Eth Koth is, by the way, for those who don't know which Jedi I'm talking about, Eth Koth is the one... His clone troopers are called Horn Company. He has, command... Oh, what's the... Captain Locke is his highest ranking clone. And he got captured by General Grievous and got rescued. That is Eth Koth. So apparently, before the end of the war, though, Eth Koth actually left the Jedi Order. Got married, had a baby, can't remember if it was a son or a girl. And then, yeah, Darth Vader and some Inquisitors went after him. Killed him. I can't remember if they killed his wife, but they stole his baby. Because they were gonna train the baby as a dark side acolyte. Get them while they're young, I guess. The Gazanti, that's right. I forgot exactly what you were working on, but yeah, the Gazanti. Yeah, I know you did, GM. I really like your mock. I like your interpretation of that episode. That scene in that episode, I really liked it. Speaking of GM, for those of you who aren't aware, those of you who didn't see it on the Discord, yes, GM is the next podcast episode guest, and that episode is coming out tomorrow at 9 AM MST time, so that'll be very fun. Wait, there's Chinese New Year's sets? I don't even know. Are they good? Do they look good? Even if they are good, I don't have access to like anything that's of any of the new stuff unless I take myself to the Lego store in my state, probably, because all the shops that sell sets that are the closest to me are just out of everything. Yes, Eth Koth is a Zabrak. Darth Maul is a Zabrak as well, but Darth Maul is a Dathomirian Zabrak, whereas Eth Koth and a lot of the other Zabraks are from a different planet. That is why they have different skin tones and stuff, but they still have the same signature horn pattern on their head. Did you know, for the longest time, I did not know Darth Maul had ears? I didn't know he had ears because his ears are black and the back of his head there is black as well. I had no idea that man had ears for the longest time. Until, I believe, watching Season 7 when Season 7 came out. I did not know Darth Maul had ears. What about my beard, Bulbasaur? What's the thing in the top left? Oh yeah, that's my beard. That is my fuzzy-ish beard that you can see in the top left of the screen that keeps moving around. Oh, you didn't know I had one? I've talked about it before, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, if it's between the Jedi having the baby and the Sith having the baby, I would rather have the Jedi have the baby. But I mean, now it kind of clearly shows throughout the Clone Wars show why it was probably a good idea for the Jedi Order to train Jedi when they were young to basically indoctrinate them, so that way that was like the only way of life they knew. Because look at Anakin Skywalker, who already had all these built-up attachments and things. The issue is, well, I guess the real issue though is the Jedi Order during Anakin's time was not set up to help any Jedi with those kinds of attachments and stuff. They were basically just taught to ignore it and move on. Whereas, at least in Legends, Luke Skywalker was able to build a Jedi Order that actually helped. Because most of the Jedi in his order were older and already had all these attachments and whatnot, so he had to help them live with those attachments instead of being like the Jedi Order of the Clone Wars that just said ignore it. About subbing? Oh, yeah, that's, I don't see that at all in my chat, Crystal, so you might need that. You will probably want to re-say that. What about the Grand Inquisitor, though? Are people saying what their favorite Inquisitors are? Wait, what about my beard, Shia? Yeah, I never thought about the ears either, RoboKnight. It wasn't until Season 7 when we got like a lot of close-ups of Darth Maul's face, like, wait a minute, are those ears on the side of his head? It's like, oh, those are ears. Oh yeah, okay, I see the question where Bulbasaur asked, what's your favorite Inquisitor? My favorite Inquisitor is probably also just the Grand Inquisitor, but I know the most about the Grand Inquisitor and the second sister, and that is about it. I don't know that much about the Inquisitors. Like I know like their histories and stuff, but as far as their like characteristics and personalities are concerned, those are like the only two we really know a lot of. Could be the mascot of the channel? Nah. Nah. I mean, I guess speaking of like my face and stuff, this is a random segue, but so I started recording the skit, I guess, that I'm doing for the intro to the minifigure display stand video I am working on. It was very difficult to put together because of one, I'm doing my best not to show my face. I'm trying to not show my face in that video, so getting the camera and stuff set up in such a way that that doesn't happen was kind of difficult. Two, because of the way I want the skit to be and the way that it is right now, I had almost zero access to my script. So what I ended up having to do was record the footage and record the audio separately, which worked out okay, but then the issue is the take that video recording take that I took that I liked the most. My phone is my main camera, and so my phone was still in portrait mode, and so yeah, I couldn't use any of that footage because that would look like garbage on YouTube for video to be in portrait mode, except unless you're doing like those shorts or whatever, then those are fine. Yeah, I finally got that all worked out. The other issue is so the part of the skit is like I hear a random noise. Oh, I need to add that. I haven't added the random noise. So I say something like, "Oh no, I got all these things. I don't know where to display them. What am I gonna do?" Then you're supposed to hear this random noise, and I'm like, "What? Who said that?" And then the character that supposedly said that, I had a really hard time finding some voice lines, just voice lines of them because people haven't clipped each individual line that character has said individually. They just have it on like a long strand of like a video, multiple different lines. So it's a little bit more difficult to to get the actual line that you wanted from the character. So yeah. Captured command post? What? Nice. Yeah, there's my little spiel on that. I was gonna start recording my how to sort video today, but then I realized, well, I'm doing a sorting stream today, and so I have to have my table set up in such a way for me to do the stream. So probably not today because it's already starting to get late my time. I don't like recording unless I'm doing like a gaming video in the evening my time, so I'll have to wait till tomorrow to start working on the sorting video because I almost have everything I need for the minifigure stand video. Just need to record just a bit more, I think. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I hope you all appreciate the humor that I tried to do for it because I'm probably only gonna make both the how to sort and minifigure stand video in such a manner. I'm gonna probably not make any other videos in such a way because of just how much it's taking out of me. Ah, thank you, Trained Ocean. Wait, what about helping me get it out, GM? What are you talking about? You talking about the voice lines I was talking about earlier? Are you asking what my favorite David Hall mock is? My favorite is probably Kashyyyk. That was the first mock series of his that I actually watched almost every episode, every time it came out. That was probably my favorite. Mandalore is really cool too, but Kashyyyk is where I really like. It was around the time of Kashyyyk, that's when I like fully discovered David Hall and actually like sticked with him. Alright, time to take a drink. We lost the command post. What? That sounds a bit cocky, doesn't it, Bulbasaur? Oh, I'm not talking about the podcast episode, GM. I'm talking about the minifigure stand video. I don't want to reveal what character it is that I was trying to get lines for because I'd spoil the video. It would spoil the humor of that video, so I'm not going to. But yeah, I hope you all appreciate the humor that I tried to do with it, with the little intro skit, because yeah, it was took me a bit to get it worked out. Oh, really, Crystal? I didn't know you were streaming today. I probably wouldn't have been able to make it though. I've been very busy today. I am now a moderator on two other Discord servers besides my own, as well as being a moderator on a lot of other people's live streams. So I spent a lot of my free time before the stream updating and upgrading the Discord server that I recently just became a mod on. Because that one, the one I'm talking about, has like a lot of flaws with it currently, but me and another mod seem to understand what we need to do, so we did that a lot. I did that a lot of stuff on that one today. Oh, you do, Bulbasaur? Nice. Everyone's got a Discord server. Everyone's got one. Thanks, GM. I'm glad I can be your midnight entertainment. Maybe I should throw in some like infomercials for you, because that's usually what you get watching TV in the early hours of the day. You get those infomercials that are just like, buy our stuff, and you're like, why? Because we told you to. All right, I'll buy your stuff. Wait, you have a Discord server too, GM? But just not for YouTube peoples? Is it I'm assuming it's a private Discord then? By the way, everyone, please let me know if I accidentally put a part in the wrong category bin. I will be very appreciative. He made you mod in 5 seconds. Nice. I don't know. You seem like a trustworthy person, Trandoshan. We got everything but people. Yeah, I feel you, Bulbasaur. I feel you. That's how a lot of these servers seem to be these days. Except for a couple that I'm part of, but most of them... well, actually, I take it back. The main issue that most of the Discord servers that I'm a part of is there's lots of people that are a part of them. It's just, there's not a whole lot of talking going on. Not a lot of people, not a lot of conversations are going on those servers. And I mean, I try my best every once in a while. When I really feel like I've got something that might spark a conversation, I'll do it. The only issue is most of the Discord servers Lego Discord servers I'm a part of, they all seem geared towards people who want like build stuff and like make stop motion stuff, but they just don't post to YouTube or something. So it's like, show your creations, show your stuff like that. I was like, well, I could like either do that on those Discords, or I can just save all my stuff and just make videos off of it for my channel. So that's one of the issues I've seen with a lot of the way that a lot of them are set up. They're geared towards people who don't do YouTube, but like have a favorite Lego YouTuber that they follow, so they go to that person's Discord and then they hang out with other people who really like that YouTuber and then share their stuff on there because they might not have a channel or whatever. So speaking of creations, I finally sat down yesterday and drew 2 more custom clones. I was gonna do a few more, but apparently the 2 that I decided, or I made 3 actually. The 3 I decided to do took me a while to do because they seemed to have they had really unique patterns on them, so it took me a lot longer to get them done. As a spoiler, because I haven't posted them on the Discord yet, I did P2 Captain Rex, P2 Hardcase, and P2 Waxter yesterday. And oh my gosh, Hardcase has a really cool yet extremely difficult design to draw. At least the way that I tend to do my drawing. So P2 Rex was pretty easy. I just had to take one of my templates, my plain P2 grunt. Holy crap, I can't talk. I had to take that template and just take the legs from that and put it on P2 Rex, and then give P2 Rex his rangefinder, since the official Lego helmet can't support a rangefinder. Wheeze. I think that's the best response I've seen to one of Nightbox jokes, Bulbasaur. I think you might have just made my stream and we just started. Actually, we started half an hour ago already, and I'm still not done with this first set. Let me get into, like, overdrive right now. That way we can actually get a few more sets done. I don't want to spend a crazy amount of time on Phase 1 sorting like I did over the summer, where majority of the sorting streams in the summer were sorting streams. So if we can, like, not have that happen again, that would be awesome. But that means I either, like, have to, like, I think Coconut talked about on his last stream, figuring out a really good way of, like, continuing to work on the thing you're doing and keep up with chat. Sometimes that's a very difficult thing. Welcome to the stream, Brick Pigeon! How's it going, my birded friend? How dare you say that, Bulbasaur? How dare you say that? The Venator is not overrated. The Venator is the greatest ship to have ever been made for Star Wars. Try and change my mind on that. You won't. It's the greatest thing ever. Overdrive? What? Yeah, I know you haven't been to the stream in a while. I'm glad you were able to make it today, though. So let me get rid of that YouTube notification. Do you all get annoyed when you have this notification on your phone and you just don't get around to getting rid of it? So there's always just this like one next to one of your apps, or YouTube gives you a notification and just sits there and bothers you. At least it does for me. That's why you'll occasionally see me like go over to my phone, not say anything, and just close out of something. It's always a notification that pops up. What? How many of you in chat think the Venator's overrated? What? How? Why are there so many of you in chat that think the Venator's overrated? The heck? The Venator's the greatest ship ever. It is one of the best flagships. And then it becomes even better when it's actually paired up with a support fleet. Okay, yeah, the Providence is pretty good too. The Providence actually, I believe, is even more armored and tanky. It's more tanky of a flagship than the Venator. At least that's my take every time I see one pop up in those Republic mods for Empire at War. The people are always like, frick, a Providence? What the heck? I'm not prepared to fight one. Or like they'll jump into a battle and there's like 3 or 4 provinces protecting like a space station. They're like, frick, how the heck am I supposed to take down all these provinces? Yeah, notifications bug me, but then when there's a ton of them going on, then that bugs me even more. That's why there's a lot of times I have to mute certain channels on a bunch of Discords I'm a part of because they're just way too active for my liking. I like that they're going up. It's usually like the memes channel though. Like sometimes the memes channel is just way too active and there's just like a flood of funny pictures. And as much as I love seeing funny pictures, if I'm getting notified of every single one that gets posted, it's somewhat annoying. Solus is coming back? Nice. Oh, but it's being downsized. I mean, as long as it means it's coming back, I'm fine with that. I'm excited to see more progress on Solus because I really... Ooh, excuse me. I really like the way you had set up the hangar door. I believe it was a hangar door, right? I really liked how that looked. So I'm super excited to see what the rest of it does. I dropped another pin on the floor. I have no fruit snacks with me either today, which is a bit unfortunate. I did not have lunch today, and my dinner is pushed back because of the stream, which is fine. But at some point, I might have to walk away and go grab something to eat. It was a hangar door? Okay. That's what I thought. I couldn't quite remember, but yeah. That's not... Well, in the Clone Wars show, we just never saw a support fleet for Venators because the writers just chose not to. But in the lore, the Republic actually had quite a few ships they could have been utilizing as a support fleet for the Venators. It's just in the Clone Wars show they just chose not to use any of those. Alright, see you when you come back, Trandoshan. UCS sets are overrated. In what way, Bulbasaur? In what way? I think it depends. For me, I think it depends on which UCS set we're talking about. Because there are a few that, yeah, they are kind of overrated, but there's a lot of other ones that are really good. As far as accuracy is concerned, UCS sets are typically a lot better than the play sets, because the play sets have to include like the play features and stuff, which detract from can sometimes detract from the accuracy a ship or vehicle has. And obviously, when it comes to their starships, they're always not accurate because most of their starships are. They either, in order for them to be accurate in some way, they usually have to be in micro scale, so they're just super small. Just because of how large starships are in Star Wars. Yeah, definitely the price. The price is sometimes overrated too, just because they're just so expensive, but some of the UCS sets, you actually get what you paid for, if that expression makes sense. Like, it actually is worth spending that much money on such a thing. Like, I've heard the Slave 1, UCS Slave 1 has gone up significantly in price, but I mean, that UCS Slave 1 is so good looking. And I believe it is the most accurate scaling of a Slave 1 by LEGO that it's probably worth its price. Definitely was worth its price when it was being sold, but it's probably still worth its price now that it's retired and probably more expensive. Yeah, getting all the UCS sets is one of my like side projects, and I say side project because I know it's not going to happen for a long time, just because of how expensive they are, and I'm probably going to be using my money mostly for buying parts and figs, not just sets. Wait, the Porg is a UCS set? The Porg build? I didn't know that. Is the Child and Yoda statue sets, are those UCSN? Are those considered UCSN too? So I mean, if the Porg is considered UCSN, those other two sets are most likely would be considered UCS too, right? The number scares you even though you spend that much or more on other stuff. I think I just paraphrased what you said, but yeah. Especially if you're building mocks like the size of Coconut, like the Coconut size mocks or bigger, then yeah, you're actually spending more on your mock than you would have if you just had bought like some UCS sets. However, that UCS Star Destroyer is quite expensive, and Coconut now has 2 of them, so it's like, what? But at least Coconut actually has a reason for that second one. I don't know if he actually has a reason for that first one except for just having it. I apologize if I've missed some of your chats. If I've missed them, feel free to repost them. Just don't do it in a spammy like way, please. Play sets for life, Brick Pigeon. Depends on the play feature. I have seen some really awesome sets that have been detracted in awesome value because of the play feature. I've also seen the opposite feature. I've seen some really crappy sets have some actually really fun play features on them. I don't know where that part just went. It's probably under my bed, and if that's the case, then yeah, I can't see that at all. Oh, you gotta take off? Alright, see you, Rubinut. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. It's always appreciative when you pop by. Are you going the purist route, Crystal? Or are you like painting them? Are you decaling them? How are you going about making a custom cob vent? Are you going purist route or the custom route? And if it's custom, are you doing decal, custom print, or are you just doing whatever you feel like? This sounds like a pretty cool song. But yeah. Oh, I remembered. I don't think I finished my train of thought about the LEGO Star Wars Complete Saga stuff. So once we're done, here are my like plans so far. Once we're done with 100%ing the game, then I'll start a series on the channel where I showcase a bunch of the different mods for the game. Along with that, I think I will also begin a series of Terraria mod showcases where I showcase all of the mods for Terraria. And if it's not too much more of a hassle, I might also do a Minecraft mod showcase series, but I feel like at this point, you have to like scrounge around to find mods that people don't know about already. Like Tinker's Construct and Refined Storage and Big and or Extreme Reactors, whichever version of that mod you're using and by whatever name. I feel like a lot of those mods, at least in the community, Minecraft community that I'm aware of, already know how to use all those, so it'd be pointless to showcase them. However, if people want it, I could try to scrounge around and find some obscure mods to review that hopefully have like a decent guide so that I actually know what I'm supposed to do and what I'm supposed to show off. The Terraria mods are really easy because all Terraria mods use one mod loader. Whereas Minecraft, there's several different mod loaders you could use. Forge is the most common and most famous of them. There are a few others. And then LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, every mod is slightly different, so you just have to follow the README file that they give you. It went to the Shadow Realm. Painted, sculpted, custom. Armor resin cast? Oh. That sounds awesome, Crystal. I mean, Survivalist, the Terraria mods would be the easiest of those two to do, though. Especially with, it sounds like the Terraria mod loader project is getting closer, is really close to becoming 1.4. I guess that's true, yeah. Astro Sorcery is kind of uncommon. Abyssal Craft used to be very common. I feel like a lot of people know how to use that one who do a lot of modded Minecraft, but yeah. I could maybe touch on that one. However, the Minecraft mod showcase is the lowest out of the three that I want to do. The highest series I want to do is the LEGO Star Wars Complete Saga one, because I feel like a lot of people kind of want to know that. It might also be cool because of the LEGO Star Wars The Complete Skywalker Saga game is coming out pretty soon now, next year. So it might help out my channel because people will be interested in that sort of stuff. The Terraria one, just because I want to get back into Terraria, and at this point, maybe instead of being a builder and things, it might just be good for me to showcase mods and things. Just because I don't know if I'll have the time to ever build until like after we finish the Let's Play Together series, which is just us trying to speed basically speedrun at this point to Moonlord, so. Alright, let me take a drink and we'll start our next bag to sort. The way that I would do it with the Terraria mod, though, is I'd start with the oldest mods and then work my way up. And since Calamity gets updated a lot, I would consider that like one of the newer ones, so. It'd be a little bit, actually, before I would get to like Calamity and Thorum and stuff. There is a Technic pin on the floor I'm trying to grab with my toes. And I'm not able to grab it. And it bothers me that it's there. Got it. Alright. Then I swear I saw something else. But, guess not. But I think I lost my lid to my drink onto my floor, too. Yeah. So let me get that, and then we'll start this next thing. But yeah, so I'd start with the oldest mods possible that I could at least run in 1.3. And then work my way up. Alright, let's get the next package. So this package contains all of the random Lego that I got from my secondhand shop for Christmas, along with a lot of the advent calendar builds, because most of them I don't want. I would rather use their parts and other things than just leave them in leave them as these set things. So that is now what we're working on. Stop! Twitter, I don't care about Pokemon. I don't care about her. You're doing 2. Oh, you're doing 8 season 2 customs. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I could imagine they take even longer than 50 hours to put together. As a playthrough? Oh, maybe survivalist, maybe. No, it's just because I'm not interested in her content, and the Dark Viper guy I was talking about last stream has done a few videos on some of the drama surrounding her and a few people that apparently all share like the same house together, so they're all roommates together, and just the drama of that. I was like, yeah, I'm not interested in any of that. Sorting my floor stream? Maybe. Alright, so the first one I just pulled out is just a random plate, and the droid gunship little build. I have a few criticisms about this one. I feel like it's just very there's a lot of like extra space that should happen. The other thing too is Twitter, because I don't like post a whole lot of crap on stuff on Twitter anymore. Like I don't use it to promote my channel on anymore, really, because no one ever really saw it there. So now Twitter's just decided to randomly give me like, oh, here's this random recommended tweet for you. And I'm like, I don't care, Twitter. I don't care. Stop trying to force your relevancy on me. If I want to get on Twitter, I'll get on Twitter, but I don't want to right now. I say that, yeah, I'm probably gonna get on Twitter later today just to see what all the Minecraft YouTubers are doing. And like the Mojingstas and stuff are up to these today and whatnot. No one calls them Mojinksters anymore. What is my favorite color? My favorite color, rather my favorite colors, is black with highlights of red, which might tip you off as to why my overlays are the way they are. There's a reason they're those colors. And now you know. There's a lot of stickered and printed parts in this bag, which is nice. All these parts are, like I said, the parts I got at that secondhand shop for Christmas, so it's nice to be able to finally sort them out. You ran a news website 2 years ago? You mean like a newsletter sort of thing? Or you ran an actual website that had the news on it? GM. Your favorite color is pink? Oh, is that why your YouTube profile pic has pink in it? Oh, an actual website. Wow. I'll have to grab my phone and actually see what the name of the thing is. New Shub City? Alright. Is that still a thing? GM? Is that website still around? Doing its thing? Alright, now the next mini build that we've got is that AAT. If you notice me putting parts outside of the established categories, it's because I consider that like plant life parts and like minifigure related parts. And those I sort out differently. It has a reason for being that color. Yeah, that makes sense. I see. That's pretty cool though, GM. So you know how to like set up a website and everything. Maybe you should do that for your YouTube channel. I know a lot of other YouTubers do that. They've got like, they got their YouTube, they got all their other social media, but they also have their website where they just bring all of that other social media stuff all into one place. So people who really like your stuff will just most likely go to that place instead of all the other random places. Welcome back, Bulbasaur. Yeah, no problem, man. That's the only issue I have with streaming around this time of day. It's just because, yeah, I know everyone's... It's around that time that a lot of people, at least here in the US, have dinner. I know my European audience, GM specifically, it's super late in the day for them, so... Yeah. Does anyone know what set this slope is from? With that sticker on it? I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that. Let's see if I can do a better job. Oh no, you dropped the paint. Yeah, hopefully it's not damaged. Yeah, that's not getting better. This is it's a skull with like 2 wings coming off of it on each side. I don't know. I grabbed it because I'm pretty sure I saw it on a Star Wars set once, but I'm not sure. It might be from a pirate set. But I mean, it's a sticker that looks like you could use it to make either like real life pirates or a Star Wars pirate, so picked it up. That's true too, GM, yeah. Oh my gosh. Who gets a Krabby Patty at 3 AM? Oh boy, it's 3 AM! I've used that Patrick quote so much in my life recently. It's almost not funny anymore. Made by Lego, a company in Denmark. Thank you for helping me figure out what set that part's from, Crystal. I super appreciate that. I don't know how I would be able to figure out it was from a company called Lego. I'm being sarcastic. Please no one be offended by my sarcasm. One thing I forgot to do when I got this bag of random parts was pull out all the like 100% black antennas, and what I mean by that is both the antenna stick and the base is just black, because I need a lot of these still for finishing up my battle droids, their backpacks specifically, because all of my B1 battle droids are gonna look like they do in the Complete Saga video game. Now where the heck did that part just go? Oh, there it is. Found it. Almost lost the snowman's base. Because yes, I forgot to mention, we're disassembling the snowman. That came in that. Your laptop almost died? How did it do that, Bulbasaur? Favorite pirate? My favorite Star Wars pirate is Hondo. Non Star Wars pirate is Will Turner. I like his character arc in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Oh, you lost the charger? Oh, I see. It's no good to lose the charger. There's a blaster in here? What the heck? There's a few hairs in here, but I'm pretty sure those are mine. So I'm not too concerned. Yes, I am a Pirates of the Caribbean fan. I like all the movies, but I especially love the first three. The trilogy ones. 4 and 5 are alright, but they're just like, I don't know, they're just standalone, so they don't really, I don't know, they don't really matter. 5 at least was a lot more connected to 1 through 3 than 4 was, which I liked. But I mean, now that the main like villain is no longer Davy Jones and the British and stuff, it's just, I don't know where else they can go with it, because I'm pretty sure they're still planning on making like one more movie, but I could be wrong. Wait, what? Christopher Columbus? Oh my, survivalist. Oh my. Hey, no problem, Trandoshan. I just saw your message as it scrolled away. Yeah, have fun with your dinner. Yeah, every time I touch my phone, it turns. Oh, that is a problem, GM. You should maybe look into that, especially if you need anything off of that laptop. You should probably look into that, trying to figure out how to get that thing to turn back on. The Lego sets were really good. My mom, for Christmas, got the Black Pearl set, basically. Because it took me that long to finally get all the missing parts that it needed and assemble it, that it basically became her Christmas present. Yeah. I'm a little stuffy right now, if you can't tell with my nose. Davy Jones will be the villain again? But he's dead. What? Davy Jones can't be the villain again. He's dead. Are they gonna resurrect? Are they gonna resurrect Davy Jones like they did with Palpatine? They bring him back just a fan favorite villain because they can, even though it doesn't really make that whole lot of sense. I knew I had put a part in the wrong spot. Oh, I need to rewatch 5 then, or at least that end credit scene. So yeah, I don't remember. I was pretty sure that he was dead, but if it's actually in the movie, then okay. Hopefully they'll explain how Davy Jones survived though. Wait, is it because Davy Jones is now just a person again and not squid face dude? Steak and zucchini. Nice. Now you're making me hungry, Trandoshan. Alright, now we're disassembling the Slave 1. Along with whatever else just decide to pop out of the bag. I guess that's true, yeah, because Davy Jones was Calypso's lover. Or whatever, right? So, and Calypso is the goddess of the sea or something. So yeah, Calypso could have done something to bring Davy Jones back, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch that scene now. I'm pretty sure my family owns it, so. We got Disney Plus, right? Let me ask this before I go look and get disappointed. Is Pirates of the Caribbean 5 on Disney Plus? Because if that's the case, then probably like right as this stream is over, I'll go watch the last little bit. Hey, what is up, Joshua? The MVP is here. Nice, GM. Wait, you're telling me your girlfriend's hanging out with you at like 1 AM right now? Okay, so they are on Disney Plus. Yeah, I'll have to go look at that. I will be at Coconut's stream whenever I'm done streaming here though, because I'm pretty sure Coconut will be going for a little bit. He's got to finish that freaking Star Destroyer of his. Yeah, I'll be hanging out there doing my moderator thing because obviously I'm not doing my moderator thing for him because I'm here. Yeah. At the same time I'm doing that, I'll go watch that end credit scene. Where is the container for this? Found another one of those old hinge parts that I never plan on using unless I build some old sets. Ah, I see, GM, I see. I was about to say, if your girlfriend's hanging out with you, I was about to say hi. Like, hello, GM's girlfriend. Do you like Lego too? Yeah, GM's better than the rest of us, Bulbasaur. He's got a girlfriend. Because a girlfriend has... What? Okay. What an interesting way of putting that, GM. Oh, okay, now I understand your response. I just read what Crystal wrote. You should have asked Crystal, why have a girlfriend when you just have Lego? But then the answer is would probably be the same thing. GM's response would probably still be the same thing. Lego does not provide the things that a girlfriend can provide. Or Lego cannot provide a thing if you're a girl. Lego cannot provide the things that a boyfriend could provide. Or if you're none of those things, then Lego provides something. Huh? No. Why not both? Oh my. Oh my. Well, this conversation has turned weird. Let's move on to something else. When do you all think we're gonna get the Bad Batch show? I'm hoping for January. What do you all think? What are your guesses and or theories? I'm hoping for January because it looks like we're not gonna get any other Star Wars content in early this year, so I'm hoping for Bad Batch just because it was like the most finished of all the shows they released or showed on that December day, the Investor Day or whatever it was. Are you one of those people that subscribes when the Star Wars season is running, Joshua, and then as soon as the season's over, you unsubscribe? Are you one of those people, or am I misunderstanding the context of your message? Yeah, but yeah, especially if your thing's gonna expire, then yeah, hopefully it starts airing before then. I don't know, maybe we'll actually get a Lego Zygerian out of it. Because it looks like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure we saw Zygeria the most besides Camino in that trailer. So obviously we're gonna be dealing with the Zygerians a lot. So hopefully we get either like one of their ships or a minifigure of them. That'd be nice. Trying to think of what other Star Wars related content we could talk about that hasn't really been talked about yet. Any of you excited for the Andor show? I don't know how to feel about that one. Oh, apparently I grabbed a clock print. Got a clock. Cool beans. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should be excited for the Andor or not, just because as much as I liked how the character was in Rogue One, seeing like a prequel Andor might, I don't know, might ruin that character for me. Who knows? I wonder if they're probably going to introduce a bunch of new all the shows that are set during the Galactic Civil War. We're definitely going to get a bunch of more like unique stormtroopers. I can feel it already. They did that with the movies. Like Rogue One gave us the shore troopers, the hover tank drivers, the death troopers. I want to say one other stormtrooper type, and then Solo gave us that patrol trooper, and gave us a new TIE, that like heavy TIE fighter during that Maw scene. And the Maw scene is when they're like dealing with all the black holes and crap. That was really cool to see that they actually went to the Maw, because the Maw in lore is this area of space that has like 5 black holes surrounding this one spot. And in Legends, Grand Moff Tarkin had a project, had a super weapon constructed there called the Maw Installation that later got abandoned and then became a big thing in post Episode 6 stories. So it was really cool to see the Maw in live action, which is like all the black holes everywhere and stuff. Pretty sure it was the Maw, because Kessel's really close to that area of space that I'm talking about. I'm also really hoping, as another side comment, now that I've got all this stuff out of this bag, that I'll go back through and gather it up, because a lot of these brown parts you're noticing I'm putting away are for the Hellfire tank. I specifically grabbed those parts for the Hellfire tank. I need to catch back up. I talked just long enough that new messages I hadn't seen were scrolling away. Yeah, I didn't see that pitch. I didn't see that concept art, but that's kind of cool. I think. Honestly, just more Clone Wars references would be awesome. You want to see Saw Gerrera? I don't know. I don't know if Saw Gerrera would show up. I think it depends on when the Andor show will be taking place. Ooh, that would be probably a good move for them to do, GM. Kind of the same way they did with Rebels, I think, right? Rebels ends right as Episode 4 starts. Or am I totally wrong on that? Oh, you can only think of the Halo level that's also called Maw. What level is that? I can't remember. I can't remember what level in Halo is called Maw. It was one of the key places to go to learn where Abeloth was, but no, Abeloth was not in the Maw installation. Or rather, she wasn't on the station, which I can't remember the actual name, because the actual name of it's not the Maw installation, it's something else. The Maw installation is the designated name for the entire like area that includes the black holes, but that area is also somewhat large. So that like super weapon is also in there, but I believe, yeah. So okay, I take back what I said. Yes, I'm pretty sure Abeloth was in the Maw installation, but I think the way you wrote your question, right, was if it was in the station. And no, she was not in the station. She's in the installation, which is the area of space that is surrounded by the black holes. I hope that made sense. I just went on a really random tangent with that. That's true, Chris. So there hasn't. Every single show has introduced a new Stormtrooper type and/or Clone Trooper type, especially the Clone Wars show. Obviously, we got so many more clone units and things. Where's my Star Wars Republic? Okay, that's what I thought. When I was saying that, as soon as I said that, I was like, well, I couldn't remember if it was episode 4 or episode 6, but yeah, it makes sense it's episode 6. Which, that's interesting, though, because that Rebels only has 4 seasons to it, and they span that entire... They go through that entire time span between 4 to 6. Which, I mean, is not that much time compared to, like, from episode 3 to episode 4. But still quite a bit of time to try and cover within 4 seasons. Because a girl went for a swim? Is that how her story started? And then she met the father, the son, and the daughter. Became one of those people, and then she got corrupted. And then she became a terror to the galaxy that only the combination of both the Jedi, the Sith, and the New Republic could take on. Oh, I just threw those parts in the wrong container. What am I talking about now? I have no idea sometimes. I don't know anymore now. I did just finish talking about Abeloth, though. Oh yeah, what show would that be, Bulbasaur? Oh, Forces of Destiny? I don't know if I would consider that a show. I consider that, in my own head, as more of like a... I don't know, series shorts or whatever. They're just like random episodes. They're not really a show, are they? If I remember, if it is the pool of knowledge, the pool of knowledge is not dark side though. It's neither. It's neither and both of them at the same time. It is both sides of the Force and neither of them at all, because it includes every side of the Force, not just the Jedi and the Sith, not just the light and the dark, but all the gray as well. Alright, let me empty this bag. We're actually making progress. I have one other set behind me, and then I'll have to stand up and go get another set. But we're almost done with the advent calendar related stuff. Which battle droid is that, Crystal? Remind me. Oh, you're talking about the load lifter that Ahsoka has to deal with? Isn't that the one that was I guess was introduced in Forces of Destiny and then was in season? That's true too. I just don't like the art style. I'm fine with it being female centered. Like all the main characters they focus on are the females of Star Wars, but I just don't like the art style. It looks, and I hate to use this phrase, it just looks too cartoony. I mean, compared with the rest of the Star Wars like TV shows we've gotten, like Clone Wars, Rebels, Resistance, Forces of Destiny has like the worst art style in my opinion. I am not a huge fan of it. But I mean, as far as the fact that it's female centered, I'm totally fine with that. That's not determining my opinion. My opinion is being determined by the art style. And from what I've seen and heard of like the actual stories in the shows, they're like meh. They're like meh stories to me. Not the best, not the worst, so they're alright. Yeah, the load lifter. That's like a decommissioned CIS infiltrator demolition droid that has now been reprogrammed and modified so it can be a load lifter. So it has these destructive tendencies like we see in episode 7. It's like, that's kind of a cool concept, honestly. So technically, that infiltrator demolition droid we started working on that studio stream, the last studio stream we've done so far, that's technically like the 3rd mode for one of those droids, is to become a load lifter. Han's old girlfriend? Who are you talking about when you mean Han's old girlfriend? You mean Kia or Kaya? Yeah, she had a run-in with them. Abeloth? Oh, no. Abeloth would not be a good fit for Forces of Destiny. That would not be good. That would not be good. One, because either it means her character is going to get so, I don't know, downplayed because of that show. The way that show seems to go. The stories of Forces of Destiny seem to be a little bit downplayed compared to what they might have been written and portrayed as in like other styles or whatever. Yeah, Abeloth, either her powers would be severely handicapped, or she just would be highly misrepresented in that show, I feel. Because Abeloth is one of those, like, she's basically a god in Star Wars. The father, the son, and the daughter, and the mother, in at least Legends. There's no mother in canon now. But in Legends, Abeloth was the mother. And so that family are basically Force gods. So they are some of the most powerful entities in all of Star Wars. So yeah, if they were ever to introduce her in the Force of Destiny, her powers would have to be restricted so heavily that it would be, if they were going to do a character like that, they would just need to make up a new character to not upset the fans of the Legends content, and to actually just give justice to the Abeloth character. In canon, there's 3, but in Legends, there was 4 until Abeloth became corrupted, and then she became like a Force demon. Really, a Force devil. Huh. Sorry, Joshua. It's Legends content we're talking about. If you go to Wikipedia and type in Abeloth, you'll know what we're talking about. But yeah, have a great rest of your night, Joshua. Thanks for popping in. Sorry, none of that made sense to you. But yeah, if you type in Abeloth in Wikipedia, you'll learn a lot more about the character we're talking about. I mean, I don't see anyone else really asking questions or anything, so this is all I got to talk about is Abeloth. So if people are confused and want me to talk about something else, ask me to talk about something else. I do have my sheet note. Why did I want to call it that? My stream notes for maybe things we could talk about, but I pretty much talked about everything on here that I wanted to. So actually, I need to cross off about half the things I've written on that because I talked about them so far throughout this stream. Also, by the way, how long have we been going for a stream? If we've gone over the 2-hour mark, then I guess we might as well go to the 3-hour mark. But if we're under the 2-hour mark, I will probably end at 2 hours, but I am not sure. And a cute smile? What? I mean, she might be smiling, but it ain't welcoming. She does not have a welcoming face. And the other interesting thing is most of her story is contained within books. There's not a whole lot of artwork about Abeloth. There's a few pictures, and Wikipedia uses those few pictures, but most of her story, and most of the story surrounding the Abeloth arc, basically, are in the Lost Sith books, which is a series of books that, along with talking about Abeloth and like the present day, talk about how thousands or hundreds of years ago, when the Jedi and the Sith conflicted with one another again, a single Sith ship was damaged so heavily that when they fled the battle and went to hyperspace, they crashed on a random planet in the middle of nowhere in the galaxy. I believe in the unknown regions, maybe. And they were there for hundreds of thousands of years, all the way up until Luke Skywalker. I believe Luke Skywalker just randomly came upon them. I don't quite remember how the Lost Sith re-emerged in the galaxy, but yeah. Now, that was an interesting story to, one, read and listen to, because I own the audio books to that, and the audio was pretty nice to listen to for long car rides and stuff. Unfortunately, the device that those audiobooks are contained on doesn't really work anymore, so I'm pretty sure we've just lost... Oh, excuse me, I've just lost those audiobooks because of that. Twin Sons of Tatooine. Does anyone know how many moons Tatooine has? Just curious, because I mean, most of the moons of planets, Star Wars planets, never get mentioned unless the story takes our adventurers and our heroes to the moons. Like Iago. I love how Iago, and that's how you say it, even though it's because it's a capital I, and the way that they spell the capital I, it looks like Lego. I like how Iago is this planet of 1,000 moons, and the main kid that you see on that planet is this kid that just builds a bunch of random stuff out of the droids. It's like it's like because I'm pretty sure that whole planet and all that stuff is basically an homage to Lego, because of the way the planet's spelt. The capital I seriously just looks like an L, so you got that. Looks like Lego. The main character you see on that thing is a kid who has all the remnant battle droids and vulture droids with him that he's redesigned and made into his own creations. And yeah, I think that's where it ends, because then there's like the one moon of Iago where the angels come from, but that's a different topic. But yeah. And like, I've not seen anyone else really talk about that, like if it actually is a reference to Lego or not. My headcanon is yes, it's a reference to Lego, which is why I love that story, that episode so much, just because of that fact. Alright. That bag is empty. Alright, so the set we're now going to be parting out is the Naboo Sub, I think it's called, and this is the 2011 edition of this set. I'm pretty sure it's not minifigure scale. That is why I'm parting it out. If it were minifigure scale, I would keep it together, but it's not, as far as I can tell. That's true too. Yeah, they've literally only made 2 appearances. I'm pretty sure only 2 appearances in Star Wars. Obviously the one we see, and then yeah, when Anakin talks about how he heard space merchants. I forget how the line goes, but yeah, when he compares Padme to an angel, which is a little weird for a kid of his age that he's supposed to be, that he's saying to Padme, because Padme is supposed to be like 14 and Anakin's supposed to be like 9. Something like that. So yeah, Anakin is younger than Padme, I'm pretty sure. Which I mean is fine. In the real world, I actually know quite a few. I've known quite a few couples where the wife was older than the husband. So it's not a weird thing. What am I talking about now? We were just talking about Iago, which, if you remember the episode that the blue shadow virus was a thing, so when Padme and Ahsoka got infected with that virus and were about to die, that next episode when Anakin and Obi-Wan have to go to that planet to get the plant that produces the cure, we are talking about that planet because that planet is called Iago, But when you capitalize the I, the way that Star Wars does it, it looks like an L. So it looks like Lego. And we've just been talking about the things that happened in that episode, basically. Hopefully that catches you up, Joshua. If not, if you're still confused, just look up IEGO. IEGO on Wikipedia, and that will hopefully help. Yeah, anyone else have anything else? Any other questions, Star Wars related, or not? It is an interesting planet. Another interesting fact is just that, yeah, it has almost like 1,000 moons, which they're not all like moons. Most of them seem like they're just asteroids that have been captured by the planet. But I mean, depending on your definition of moon and planet, any space object can become a moon. Jupiter, with that definition of everything smaller than Jupiter orbiting it is a moon, would have millions of moons. Because Jupiter does, in fact, have an asteroid belt. Has a ring of asteroids orbiting it. It has one of the faintest asteroid rings around it, but it does. Just like Saturn has them, of course. Uranus, depending on however you want to say that planet's name, has it as well. And if I remember right from my space-loving days, I'm pretty sure Neptune does as well. However, obviously, Saturns are the most beautiful of them and the most prominent of all of them. Yeah, Aiko, if I remember from the episode, doesn't really have like an asteroid ring orbiting around it. It's just all this stuff in front of it, so. But I mean, it's Star Wars. Star Wars isn't the most accurate when it comes to like how space works. Like, every time you hear a spaceship fly around and you can actually hear a noise, that's not accurate because space doesn't have any air. How the heck are you hearing the noise? My head canon for how you can actually hear a TIE fighter fly by is the air on the inside of the TIE fighter makes the noise. So really, only the TIE fighter pilot is hearing that noise. Except, of course, obviously, when the TIE fighter lands and is in a planet's atmosphere or whatever, then of course you'll hear some noise. And then that's when the TIE fighter noises make sense. But when they're just in deep space all by themselves, then yeah, my headcanon is just the TIE fighter's just listening to the noise and that's it. Only the TIE fighter pilot can hear it. That is true. A moon could become a planet, and a planet can become a star. Fun fact. Jupiter technically could have become a sun if it had just gotten bigger. Because of the composition of Jupiter. So I've heard a lot of people on the internet basically call Jupiter a failed sun, a failed star, because it kind of is. If it had gotten bigger and continued to produce and continue to do fusion, turning hydrogen into helium, it could have become a sun. We could have had 2 suns in our solar system. The issue, most likely, is if that had happened, Jupiter would have destroyed the Earth. Jupiter would have destroyed the Earth, or at least have made it impossible for Earth to have life on it. So, yeah, it's a good thing that Jupiter's not a star. Did you all think that when you'd come to a Lego sorting stream that we'd start talking about space? You gotta go eat a second dinner, Trandoshan? What are you, a hobbit? I guess it makes sense if you're a Trandoshan too. Yeah, the one planet that all the people were telling Obi-Wan and Anakin they couldn't escape from because of some entity. But then it just turned out the CIS were just jerks and left behind a planetary defense mechanism that just prevented everyone from leaving. Unless, of course, you're Anakin, who's one of the best pilots to have ever been, besides Luke Skywalker and a few others. Oh, I see, Trandoshan. I see. I'm like that sometimes. I'll eat a meal. I'll eat like 2 meals back to back, basically, because I'm just that hungry. That was back when I was growing a lot more. Your brain is hurting. I'm sorry, GM. I'm sorry for hurting your brain at 1 a.m. in the morning. Space talk. Yeah, space used to be one of my favorite things to learn and study about when I was younger, especially in high school. And it helped because I was really, because of me doing that kind of stuff, like I'd go out of my way to watch like SciShow and Crash Course videos and things. It helped me out in school actually because my science classes, whenever we talk about space and stuff, I would ace all of that stuff. I usually aced a lot of my science stuff because I did additional research on my own because I was just fascinated with science. Still am, just not as much as I was then. But yeah, it actually did help me out with school because of how fascinated I was. So I am much more of a scientist kind of person than any other. Oh, this has a sticker on it. Well, I mean, as far as standardized classes are concerned, I did a whole lot better in my science classes than I did in any other one. The funny and interesting thing is the next highest class I did really well in was my English classes. And for the longest time, I was awful at English. But in high school, I was really good at it for some reason. I guess one class I know in particular, we just didn't do a whole lot in, so it was kind of like an easy. But my other English classes, we actually had to work in those ones, and so yeah, I learned a lot about how to get to the point of what I'm trying to say in my writing and make it clear and make it descriptive and use words that people maybe don't use as often. Like they're not as in my writing at least. Obviously, you can tell in my speech I use a whole lot of common words that everyone in English uses to describe everything with. Even though we have dictionaries that have thousands upon thousands of unique words, most people only use, I don't know, like 100, 200 words all the time. Usually like the thes and the as and the ands and the things like that all the time. But my writing has definitely gotten a lot better over the years, which is great because I used to be awful at it. Oh yeah, that's true. You've been studying all day, right, GMs? Yeah. Carabus and does this say Dink Ferric? Who says that? I know Carabas because that's from I forgot his name. That one character from Rebels, but where does Dink Ferric come from? Double the time, double the pain. I forgot how many stickers are in this set. On like random parts too, so I know for a fact I probably put parts in the wrong spots. Yeah, I forgot. I haven't watched an episode of Rebels today, and I didn't watch one yesterday. So yeah, I already forgot his name. Yeah, Zeb. I know he says Carabas, but who says the other one? Who is Zeb? Zeb is that alien guy in the Rebels show. He's the guy with he's the big guy that has like purple fur. You might know him by a different name, honestly though, Joshua. I don't know. And for you, Joshua, do you watch Star Wars in English or do you watch it in German? Cause I mean that would probably explain like the name difference, because if you watch in German, then I'm using all the English names, and a lot of chat is using the English names. So all right, see you, Train Dustin. See you later, dude. Zeb is a hero, a legend in Zeb. What? Oh, the first time in English, second time in German? Okay. That might explain then why maybe some of these names are not familiar then, maybe. I don't really want to talk about it, Crystal, but my short answer is yes, most likely. And that is all I will say on that topic. I don't know a whole lot about Squadrons. All I know is like it's a cool game that you can play with friends, I think. You play in a squad of 5, and I think, can you choose if you're working for the Rebels or for the Empire? Do you have to do both? For like the campaign aspect of the game. If there even is a campaign, who knows? Is there even a campaign? Single player campaign to Squadrons? Nah, you're good, Crystal. I just don't want to. It's just a topic I don't really want to talk about. I'm not informed well enough to talk about those kind of things, so I just don't. Yeah, I'm not well informed, so I can't talk about. I can't do any justice and talk about it. So, the guy who helped Ezra get the fruit. What? What about that guy? You do a mix of both for the campaign? Okay, so you're both a rebel and an imperial for the campaign. Oh, that's fine. This is gonna be an old reference, but back in the first Lego Batman game, where you could choose, first you go through the hero side of the campaign, and then when you complete the hero side with Batman and Robin, you could go into the villain side and do the campaign from their perspective, which was basically like setting up the heist and setting up all the battles and stuff, whereas obviously when you're playing as the Batman and Robin, you were defeating the villains and things. So kind of wish to see, I kind of hope to see more games that would do a similar style like that. You can play through the campaign this way, and then if you choose to, you can play the campaign this other way. I think it would make the campaign, it would make it so the game itself would be a lot more replayable. Like, people would want to play it more than just once. Rebel, New Republic, they're the same thing. There's not a huge difference between the Rebels and the New Republic. There was a huge difference between the Rebels and the New Republic in Legends content, but in canon they basically seem to be doing the same thing. The New Republic is just an expanded organization compared to the Rebels, and are able to do a few more things, but they're basically the same group as far as I can tell. Any of the mods, can one of you skip this song, please? I'm pretty sure we've been hearing the same, like, repetitive noise for the last, like, 4 to 5 minutes. So if one of the mods could skip that song, much appreciated. Oh, I guess it skipped itself, so. Oh, yeah, okay. That's fine. I'm fine if we skip that song. Alright, no more skipping. Yes, the LEGO games are awesome. That is why I'm super excited to start doing LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga series. I haven't played that game in years, and I'm pretty sure it'll bring a lot of nostalgia joy for lots of people. That's why I want to do the mods for it too, because people might become really interested and be like, oh, cool, maybe I want to play this game again, but maybe I want to play with mods. Where do I get mods? And then, boom, here comes my video where it's like, there are all these cool mods. All these new characters that you can play in the game using mods. At the moment, the modding community for a lot of the LEGO games is quite young, so unfortunately, as far as I can tell, there's not a whole lot of mods out there that create custom maps or levels to play on. But there's a whole lot of custom characters that you can play as and other things of that sort, so. But that's just a downside, just because the LEGO gaming modding community is just so young. that they just haven't had the time to dig around the code and figure out all the things that are needed to make like modded levels and things like that. A few people have made some modded levels, so I will definitely be showcasing those, but there's not like a crazy amount out there. Like, for instance, in like classic Battlefront 2, there's that Megito, there's the couple of missions you do on Megito. You would not currently be able to play those missions in LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. Like, you wouldn't be able to play on Megito at the moment. From what I have learned from being a part of the Discord servers involved in modding the LEGO games, there's a lot of things that they're still trying to figure out how to do, if they're even possible. Because some of the things I asked if they were possible or not, they said no, because they're hard-coded into the game. And the hard-coded stuff is like the last things they'll finally be able to figure out to do. So, yeah. But I mean, I'm still super interested. There's tons of mods I can show. The community is not that young. There would be plenty of LEGO mod content to enjoy when I get around to starting to do that. Favorite bounty hunter? Obviously Boba Fett, of course. After Boba Fett, it's Cad Bane. After Cad Bane, it's probably IG-88. After that is Bosk. And then all the other bounty hunters fall under there. Oh yeah, Jango and Boba, _1. Both of them. They're basically the same person. Just kidding. They're not. But yeah, Boba and Jango #1. Then after that, Cad Bane. And then my list is the same. Your favorite one is Marvel? The first Marvel? First LEGO Marvel game? Or the other ones? GM. Because I think there's actually 3 or 4 LEGO Marvel games now. There's the first one. There's the LEGO Marvel's Avengers. And then there's Ultron. I think there's the next one after that was Ultron. And as far as the LEGO games are concerned, they didn't have Ultron in the first Marvel's Avengers one, I don't think. Then they did the one with Ultron, and then I think they just released another one a few years ago. Could be totally wrong. I haven't paid that much attention to LEGO games anymore. My family, we're basically like collecting them all for a number of years. Every time a new LEGO game was released, we'd get it, but that has not happened in a while. Ah, I see, GM. Alright. Yeah, go say hi, Coconut, and then have a great rest of your night, my dude. Someone in chat, I missed it. How long have we been going for on this stream? How long has this stream been live for? There's 3 Marvel games? I thought there's 4. At least I thought there's 4 by now. I don't remember when the last LEGO Marvel Avengers game came out. Superheroes, Avengers, and then Superheroes 2. Oh, okay. $103 minutes. Oh, okay. Well, we've definitely passed the 2-hour mark then. No, we haven't actually. I'm dumb. If it's 103 minutes, 2 hours is 120. So alright. Yeah, we'll be going for 2 hours then. So whenever we reach 120 minutes. I corrected myself, Survivalist. You don't need to call me out for what I already know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my family, that's how my family is, Joshua. I'm pretty sure we own the Complete Saga on the Wii as well. I think it's on the Wii at least. But yeah, now that I own it on a PC though, I will have a whole lot more enjoyment out of it. Mainly because once we're done with the vanilla, the normal stuff, then we can mod the crap out of it and see what happens. That'll be where I get my most amount of fun out of it. You keep your games displayed on a shelf? All of our physical copies of games we keep in a couple of drawers. When I mean drawers, I don't mean like these drawers, like super small drawers. I mean like there's like 30 to 40 games per shelf in the drawers. Like my family, we own quite a few physical games, physical copies of games. Most of them are for like the older consoles, so like the N64, the PlayStation 1, Xbox 360, which is now considered an old console, I think. Especially the Xbox 360, we bought a whole lot of games for that system. And then the Wii, and what was the other console we liked to play a lot at that time? I think that was it. Just Xbox 360 and the Wii were the ones we played a lot. We play a lot of. We still play the Wii a lot today. We don't play the Xbox 360 anymore because now we own the Xbox One, and the Xbox 360's disk drive is broken at the moment. It still runs. If the disk drive wasn't like could actually open and you can insert a game in it, it would actually still run as far as I'm aware. It's just you can't insert a game into it. Alright, see you when you come back, Joshua. We are almost done parting out the Naboo sub. I will have to stand up and go grab another set. I prefer all digital these days, Crystal. Mainly because PC is where it's at if you want to actually play modded content of your favorite games. It's very difficult, and I think possibly illegal to mod your games on your consoles. So yeah, modded content, because modded content extends the life of a game so much. Look at Skyrim, look at GTA 5, those games. Well, mainly Skyrim and like Fallout 4 and stuff. GTA a little bit, but Skyrim and Fallout 4 have exceeded their lifespan because of mods and stuff. I don't know. I once heard that it might be illegal to mod your games on your consoles, but I don't know. So I don't know. It was like something to do with like maybe like like trade secrets, like you're messing with Nintendo, like Microsoft property. Even though you're the one who owns the console now, not them, but yeah, I don't know. Think about this though, chat. None of you knew I had a mouth until I started showing that I drank liquids on stream. Before I started actually taking drink, like showing that I was taking a drink of something, none of you knew I had a mouth. Yeah, alright, give me 1 second, chat. I'm gonna go grab... let's see. We have less than 30 minutes left of the stream, so I'll grab 2 more sets. I'll see if I can find some medium to small. That way we can just blitz through them a lot quicker. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Which one of these containers do I really want to work on? Let's try one of these. Oh, I'm gonna need to move this completely to do that. Alright. What's on the top one? I don't want to do any of those right now. Alright, let's do the next row. Yeah, alright, let's do these ones. Come on. Yeah, every time I do these streams involving the Lego, especially these sorting ones, there's a lot of stuff I've got to move around just because of how I have my room organized. I'll just throw these back on my laptop for now. Alright, let's see what we got. We got a few of those Brickmaster sets back when Brickmaster were a thing. I think there's a V-Wing in here too, maybe? Oh no, I know what this is now. This is that little AV... Is it AV-7 anti-vehicle tank or cannon that you see during the Battle for Softus? This is that micro This is that little build that you got in that battle pack that came with the commando droids and the ARC and ARF trooper. That was a really awesome battle pack too, because that's like one of the only sets you ever got commando droids in. It's the only set you get that ARF trooper that has the red markings on it, and it's the only set you ever got that ARC trooper in. I wish LEGO would have made more ARC troopers, especially like Fives and Echo. And I don't know, they didn't make a whole lot of stuff revolving around the Clone Wars Season 7 season. Because then we could have gotten like ARC Trooper Jesse, an actual P2 Commander Cody finally, but we didn't. They didn't even bother, it seems. All we got was the 501st set, which, I mean, yeah, that was the first time we saw those jetpack troopers with that color scheme, but I mean, the campaign was for a battle pack, right? That we did not get a battle pack. It's too expensive to be one. I mean, and that makes sense though, because there's a lot more stuff in that set than there would have been in a battle pack. But I thought, wasn't the goal of the campaign for a 501st battle pack to be a battle pack? We did not get one. It became very difficult to find right away because of, one, the hype, and two, the pandemic was going on strong then, so a lot of LEGO was hurting to get their product like packaged or whatever and shipped out. So it's unfortunately it's become a very rare set just because of it's a poor decision on LEGO, but then just being affected by the global pandemic like we all have been. Welcome to the stream, Timothy. Hope you're having a great day, dude. You just missed us partying out the Naboo sub from 2011, and we are now just partying out a bunch of like battle pack builds, it seems, in this next container. Alright, see you, Joshua. Yeah, have a great night. That is true. Yeah, it is still going strong. Welcome back, Crystal. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. Yeah, let's bust out these Brickmasters. And then we have a Hellfire droid set, another Homing Spider droid set. We got the original ATR. Oh wait, no, that's not what this is. This is part of that snow speeder we got. That came with those First Order snowtroopers. And then what the heck is this supposed to be? Oh, and then this is either, yeah, this is the like 2014 AP. So we got quite a few good stuff to work on. Oh, that one that you posted in the Discord server, Timothy. I think you're going on the. I think it's going on the right lines. I think it's going in a good direction. My only criticism I really have, if that is the one you're working on, Timothy, it's just a bit square. If you could like if you could see if you can make it less square, less boxy looking, I think that would be awesome. But yeah, like I said, I think you're going in a great direction with it. But alright, so this is the Brickmaster Micro Republic Gunship and the Micro ATTE. I can quickly show pictures of them actually because I put the instructions inside the bags with it. So that's what the ATTE look like. And this is what the Republic Gunship would look like. And the only way you got these sets is if you had registered and paid to be part of the Brickmaster program. I don't know what it's called today. It goes by, I'm pretty sure it goes by a different name today. If that program even happens anymore. But yeah, LEGO, every month? Every month they'd give you a magazine to read in the mail, and along with that, if you were a part of the Brickmaster program, they'd give you a small set to build. I ended up only being part of the Brickmaster program for 2 months. The 2 months I got this. Some months they gave you a micro build, some months they gave you basically like a $5 set that has like a small build and then 1 minifigure. The month after my family stopped doing the Brickmaster program, after these 2 sets, the next set came with a minifigure. So I was like, oh man, didn't get a minifigure out of it. But I'm glad I got these. These were really nice. I might honestly rebuild them if I ever need a micro scale thing, because these are decently sized, but I don't know. The one very small nice thing that happened, at least with the ATTEs, the ATTE used dark gray battle droid torsos for the legs, so you got some battle droid parts if you needed them. I unfortunately don't really need dark gray torsos in that color at the moment. I can probably come up with a thing. Alright, see you, Crystal. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for being here for majority of the stream. I appreciate that. Have a great rest of your day. Another good thing is at least the Republic gunship. It came with a bunch of these. Well, it came with 2. That's not a bunch, but it came with 2 2x4 slopes, which are very uncommon for me to have in my collection. So it's very nice to have more of them. Oh, that part started rolling away. No. In the holes for the Technic beams? Okay. So that's how you built like the body of it, was Technic beams? Beam parts and stuff? I keep like shouting because I don't know if you guys can hear me, so yeah, I keep shouting, which makes my throat really thirsty. There we go. We finished the first vitamin water, so I'm gonna crack open the next one. Hope you heard that crack. I love that sound every time I open up a new bottle. And not just vitamin water, just any bottle, any drink that when you first open it, it makes that crackle noise. It's very satisfying. There's probably YouTube videos out there that like have that crackle sound, but like 280,000 crackle sounds happening at once or whatever. Those kind of videos. I know there were videos for the Lego Yoda noise when I was looking up something the other day, and I kept getting these things for Lego Yoda death noise. It's like, what the heck? Who knew listening to the Lego Yoda death noise being played, what was the highest number? It was like over 6 million times at once would make such a weird sound. That or like slowing down, stretching it out, speeding it up, just manipulating the audio clip. How many weird sounds you could produce by just taking a clip and then distorting it so much. When someone leaves the call. Ah! Nice. Alright. Survivalist, can you please oh wait, never mind. I was about to say skip the song, but the song just ended, so we don't need to. You're gonna go shopping for new Lego sets, like the 2021 sets. You're gonna be going after the Trouble on Tatooine set, or are you gonna go for one of the other ones? They're like the new TIE Fighter, new X-Wing. Which ones are on your list to get, Timothy? Well, that doesn't answer my question, Timothy. I meant like which ones are you specifically looking for? Which new sets are you specifically going out of your way to go and try and get? I think the only one that I will pick up is the Trouble on Tatooine and the not X-Wing, the TIE Fighter. I'm not a huge fan of the other ones. It has been 2 hours. No. We'll end it here then. Let me just move some stuff around. Leave this here so I know. Well, actually, it depends. Depends if the next stream's gonna be sorting as next stream I use the webcam, I should specify. If it's gonna be another sorting stream or if I'm gonna do a building stream again. But yeah, okay, if it's been 2 hours, then yeah, we'll end it here. Thank you everyone who's come out to the stream. This late stream. I appreciate it. Glad to know that even when I need to delay the stream, people will still be here. Thank you for still being here, Survivalist, Timothy, and the one other person since I'm watching on my phone. I appreciate Crystal Customs, GM, Joshua, and Trandoshan. And I believe Darkrai was here earlier as well. Thank you all for being here. I have been ClonePlays. I hope you can still hear me even though my microphone's super far away from me now. Remember, every clone has its roots in the original, and I will see you all on Saturday for LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga 100% Challenge. Bye-bye.